The goal of wisdom is not to know. The goal of wisdom is to know how to do it well enough that you no longer make mistakes. What is the major difference between a man and a woman? When you think of a woman is short for a wombed man. She's a man who has a womb. So when Solomon is referring to wisdom as she, he's also suggesting that wisdom has a womb. Wisdom is able to birth children. So the reason why I'm giving you these proverbs is so that you can birth children through her. Wisdom has potential beyond what you see. He's trying to tell us that these proverbs that I'm about to share with you, they are like seeds. They have more in them than you can see. If you know wisdom well enough, she will give birth to children for you. Women are also gates. I wish I knew this earlier in life. Women are gates. You know what a gate is? A gate is the access point between the supernatural and the natural. Women are the only beings who are able to birth something spiritual, something unseen into the seen realm. Women are gates. The womb is like Eden. It's like the Garden of Eden, the intersection between heaven and earth. Wisdom has come to help you. Women are gates. It is why the Bible says that husbands, if you are quarreling with your wife, the heavens will be shut up over you because your wife is a gate. If there's disagreement, the gate shuts up. Wisdom, when you look at the root meaning of wisdom, you will see something that most people don't expect to see. Wisdom is also known as skill. Remember, knowledge is information. Understanding is revelation. Wisdom is application. Application is how to use the revelation that you've received. And so skill is your ability to do something well. When you say you are skillful, when you think of footballers, Ronaldo, Messi, it means that they've gone beyond playing football on the normal level. They now know how to do it as experts. That's when you say someone has become skillful. So when you say someone has wisdom, it means that this person knows how to do something well enough to be considered an expert. This person has achieved mastery. I put here that wisdom is the ability to do something well, typically gained through training and experience. And so Solomon is telling us here that the purpose for me giving you these proverbs is so that it can help you become a master, to help you achieve mastery. It says to know wisdom and instruction. That word instruction in the root, in the original language, means discipline. Now you see why you must know both of them together. Because mastery cannot be achieved without discipline, without correction. Because everyone starts life out as a novice. Everyone starts life out as inexperienced. You don't know anything. You start life out ignorant. And so it will take correction and discipline to truly unlock skill in anything. And so now this verse will make more sense. When Jesus grew in wisdom, Jesus grew until he became a master. That's what it's saying. Let me give you a little backstory. You know the difference between Adam and Jesus? Because when God created Adam, he created Adam as an adult. He looked like a man, even though he was just a child. And so it is why when the enemy came to test him, but when the second Adam would come, he would come as a baby. The first Adam did not go through process. The second Adam had to go through process. He had to grow in wisdom. He had to grow in discipline, to the point where when he had reached the age of 30, God could tell the devil, now go and test him. He's ready. Go and test him to see if he's ready. And when the devil came, he said, this guy is ready. We are finished. Wisdom requires process. The goal of wisdom is not to know. The goal of wisdom is to know how to do it well enough that you no longer make mistakes. So it now says to perceive the words of understanding. Another translation says to discern and to comprehend the words of understanding and insight. Verse 3 now says to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity. Remember, wisdom has a womb. And because wisdom has a womb, it is able to birth children. So it's saying that to know wisdom, to receive. So when you know wisdom, you will receive the instruction, the discipline So these are the children. It's beginning to describe the children that you will receive from wisdom. You will receive the discipline of wisdom, which is mastery. You will also receive justice. That word justice in the original language says it means righteousness. Righteousness, like I've said here many times, is your rights in the kingdom. So justice, wisdom will produce righteousness, which will give you the right to receive what belongs to you. It also says one of the children is judgment. I know when you see judgment, you can, you usually imagine a judge in a courtroom. But think about it. What judges do is that they literally make decisions. They give verdicts. And so what Solomon is saying here is one of the children of wisdom is you have the ability to make better decisions. And finally, you have equity. Equity means oneness, agreement, integrity. This means that you be aligned in your spirit, soul, and body. You become one by the time you have interacted with wisdom long enough. The children of wisdom, mastery, righteousness, judgment, and equity. Verse 4 now says to give prudence to the simple. It's like Solomon at this point is beginning to identify his target market. Who is he speaking to? It says Proverbs, these Proverbs I'm about to share with you will give prudence. Prudence means judgment, decision making. To the simple, the original language of simple here means to the foolish, to the seducible, people who lack the ability to make good judgment, people who lack the ability to make good decisions. He's identifying who he's directing these proverbs to. He's telling them that if you are the kind of person where if you were a court, your court would produce injustice. It's like you would jail the innocent people, you will free the guilty people. It's like your judgment is out of whack. These proverbs have come to give better decision making to those who do not make good decisions. I know I've said it here before that nobody is a bad decision maker. We are just bad information gatherers. And I usually give the example of if someone were to offer you $1 million today, you would say, thank you. But if that same person said, well, if I'm going to give you the $1 million, you only have 24 hours to live, all of a sudden you're rejecting the $1 million. Your decision will change, not because you are great at making decisions, but because you have been given additional information. The reason why a lot of people make bad decisions is because they are bad at information gathering. They are bad at analyzing the information that they have. If you have bad information, you will always make bad decisions. If you have good information, you will make good decisions. And so Solomon is saying, I'm here to give you good information so that your decision making can be upgraded. He also identifies another target profile in his target audience. He says, I'm also speaking to the young man. The young man. When you look at the original language, the young man there is referring to someone who is either in his infancy to adolescence phase in life. And when I was doing the research, the adolescence age is, I believe, between 19-ish, 19 and under. So Solomon is writing to young men, young people, teenagers and below. That these proverbs are also going to be beneficial. Why? He says to the young man, these proverbs will give you knowledge and discretion. It will give you access to good information because the quality of information you have will determine the quality of decisions you make. It is why today the enemy is really, really being successful because a lot of people don't realize the strategy that he's using. He has given us the illusion of choice that as long as you pick, then it must have been the better choice. Meanwhile, what the enemy has done is he has given you 3 bad options, knowing that regardless of whichever one you pick, you are still going to choose him. Your result is going to be the same, which is why when we study the Bible and we meditate on it, it helps us upgrade the options that we're exposing ourselves to. Solomon is saying, I'm writing these proverbs so that it can upgrade your options so that you have better choices to make. Now we understand why the enemy is attacking them young. Because if he can decide what forms you early, he has already rigged your system. Because whatever you choose, you've picked him. regardless of the options that you have access to. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and you'd like to watch the entire Bible study session, make sure you click this link here. And if you've been blessed by this channel in any way you feel led to support, please consider clicking the link below. And for any amount you give, you get a free Bible study masterclass where I teach you how to unlock the 3 dimensions of the word. Literally, I'm going to be teaching you how to study the Bible in 3D. If you also feel led to support us on a monthly basis, consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel where you get some exclusive perks as well, like becoming a part of our book club, our monthly book club. Thanks again for watching, and God bless you. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.